Hello, and welcome back to yet another episode of Bobson Rants while playing Team Fortress 2 badly. Haha. Now, let's see. What is it I want to talk about this week? Well, I guess I should talk about a bit of what is going on my channel. For basically the past 2 weeks, I've been playing nothing but World of Warcraft for the most part. I've been putting up an episode every single day for the past 2 weeks, simply because it's what I've been playing. It came out on the 30th, the new expansion, Legion, and I love the game. I'm having a ton of fun playing it. So it's basically all I've been wanting to play. So yeah, it's just what I've been putting out there. And it's just what I've been putting up. And hopefully some people have liked it, some people haven't, I'm sure. But I've still put out the other videos. I still try and get at least 2 episodes of Don't Starve out on Wednesdays and Sundays, as well as Shopkeep. But unfortunately, with Shopkeep, as you may have noticed with yesterday's episode, is I kind of run into a dead end on that. Well, not so much a dead end as a bottleneck. So I'm kind of screwed on that sense, simply because everything is just grinding out enough money, grinding out enough points to get everything unlocked. And I do want to do that, I really do, but it's just so time consuming. It just takes so much time just sitting there in front of my shop selling stuff. So yeah, I think I'm going to cut down to like 2 episodes a week maybe. That way it'll give me time to just play through a little bit and not even record it, just build up enough funds to open up a new area of the shop, maybe get enough points to open up a new tier of adventures and like that. But basically it is kind of winding down that entire series. I mean, I've had a lot of fun with Shopkeep. It's one of those games that I just like to play, and even if I wasn't recording, I'd probably play a lot of it. But yeah, it's starting to get to the end. And yeah, Don't Starve, on the other hand, is still going. I still have a ton of stuff I need to do in that world before I can head on to the next one. And I do plan on doing that. That is my ultimate goal with Don't Starve, is to get all the pieces to the device so I can move down to the next world. Now, before I do that, I do want to make sure I get all of the items I need, everything I need to get prepared for. I need to unlock everything. I want to get a Shadow Manipulator unlocked as well. And I also want to get Woodlegs opened up and see if I can get him as a playable character, and maybe find a monkey guy so I can actually unlock him as well. So yeah, I still plan on playing them. It's just World of Warcraft has really taken up a lot of my time in the past 2 weeks. Even though I'm not recording all the time, I'm still playing other characters that I'm playing with other people. So yeah, even if I'm not recording, I'm still playing it. So and something else I've been doing this past week is actually looking at getting a new computer. Because I've been saying this for the past year, 2 years, on my channel, that I need to get a new computer. I need to get a new computer. Every time I get close, something happens and I just can't get it done. So yeah, I am close to having enough money to actually buy a new computer. But the problem I'm having is I don't know enough about computers to really build my own. And I am struggling on trying to actually get one that I want to get. I mean, I've been looking at Newegg and even Walmart, just going to Walmart maybe and going through their online site to see if I could get something good there. But Newegg seems cheaper, and I think it might have better quality parts. So yeah, I think about going through Newegg. But the problem is, every computer I've had up till now has been an off-the-shelf model that I've just bought straight up pre-built at like a store, like a physical store, not online or anything. The first one I got was like it was a fairly good one. It was an HP Pavilion, I think it was, like 10-12 years ago. And it was an old XP machine, and it was fairly good. It was decent for playing games at the time, but it didn't really have the power to really do anything, and it certainly couldn't have been something I could use to record and play games like I do now. But it was a good starter system that I was really had a lot of fun with, and started playing World of Warcraft on. But yeah, that was really the first serious computer I ever really had. I mean, back in the 90s, I was not a computer kid. I didn't know anything about computers. That was the first real one I ever had. And it was the first one I ever started gaming on. Even though it was kind of a crap computer, it was still the first one I really started gaming on with stuff like Warcraft 3, World of Warcraft, and basic online games. And that's where I really got introduced with PC gaming and online gaming, was when I got that computer and just started having fun with it. I mean, up until that point, I had always had the console stuff, going back to the Nintendo Entertainment System back in the 80s, the Super NES. I moved on to the PlayStation, which had a lot of great games on it, a lot of fun with it, until eventually I got a PS2, and I just wore those things out, playing those games on there so much that yeah. I don't really know if I should even get a console anymore, because I've kind of moved over to PC gaming over the past 10 years, and all my games are on PC. I've gotten all my games like through Steam, so going back to a console and actually using a handheld controller. I mean, I have not even used a handheld controller in 10 years since the last time I played my old PlayStation 2. So just going back to the handheld controller would be a bit annoying. But yeah, my current computer, my current system that I'm using right now to record this is something I got like 6, 7 years ago, back in 2009. I'm not really sure exactly when it was, but I got it in 2010, 2009-ish, right off the shelf at Walmart. And it was just a straight up off the shelf HP system. And it's the one I've been using all this time. And it's a good system. I mean, it has worked non-stop for the past 6, 7 years, no problems. The power supply's been fine, the hard drive's been fine. 3 years of recording on this system, and it's a dual core CPU. It's just a crappy dual core CPU with a bunch of RAM I stuck in there post purchase. I mean, I've got 12 gigs of RAM right now, so it can handle a lot, really. And I got a fairly decent video card at the time. Well, it was fairly decent at the time, but yeah, it's been pretty damn good considering it's a dual core system and I've recorded everything for my channel on it. But it's just not up to the task of really handling all the stuff I want to do. I mean, I wanted to play Fallout 4 for my channel. I wanted to play like any of the newer games that have been coming out on Steam, but I just can't run them on my system. And yeah, it's a bit annoying, but it's been a bit annoying since I've been trying to get a new system. I've been trying to get a new computer for about 2 years now, but every time I do, something comes along and happens. Like last year when I crushed my hand and had to pay off a bunch of bills with the money I'd saved up for it. So yeah, but hopefully this time I will actually be able to get a new computer. But yeah, what I'm actually looking at is a AMD FX 8000 series, 8350 I think it is, an 8-core with a nice motherboard, 700 watt power supply, and around anywhere from 12 to 16 gigs of RAM. Now I know that's a bit outdated. I mean, though, that CPU came out a few years ago, so it's not like brand new. It's not top of the line right now, brand new type system. So it is a bit older than what might be coming out soon, but it should at the very least run anything. Hopefully it should run anything that is currently on the market game-wise. The problem is I don't really know enough about computers to really build it myself, and I mean that on multiple levels. I don't know what parts would be best to go together. I've been looking at forums, I've been looking at reviews, I've been looking at people complaining about the various components, seeing what the problems are that they've complained about, and I've kind of discounted a few motherboards based on that. But I think I have a good combination and a good setup that I kind of want to buy. Now, I've also thought about just buying one straight pre-built off of Newegg, but unfortunately, it looks like all the pre-built ones that are on Newegg are kind of using substandard parts, at least in the price range of what I have to work with. So, yeah, I've seen people complaining about that kind of stuff, that the motherboard just isn't up to handling the FX 8000 or 6000 chipsets, and why do they do that? I mean, they're trying to save money by using slightly cheaper motherboards, slightly cheaper power supplies that aren't properly rated, and it burns out after a few months. I've seen tons of posts about it saying that stuff like that burns out in a few months. I mean, it doesn't happen to everybody. I'm sure there for every angry post and angry review on those on the pages on Newegg, or for every one there's like 100 that are purchased and there's absolutely no problem and it works fine for years. So yeah, I mean, I am under no illusion that I'll buy a system like this, like a real beefy gaming system, and run all these graphically intensive games, and it'll still run as well and as long as these off-the-shelf HPs I have and that I've been using for the past 10 years. I mean, I've had this current system for 6 years and had absolutely no problems with it. In fact, it's only recently that the fan on my power supply unit has started going out and started making noise, simply because it's wearing out. It's been going for 6 years, almost non-stop. So, yeah, I haven't had any problems with these models. But unfortunately, I need something better. I need something bigger. I need something beefier. So, yeah. Well, that's basically what I've been doing for the past 2 weeks, looking at computer systems and playing World of Warcraft and trying to figure out exactly what it is I need to get. So, yeah. I don't really have anything else to really talk about this week, so I think I'm going to cut it short here and say thanks for watching. This has been Bobson. This has been another episode of Bobson Rants, and until next time, I will see you later. Bye.